These days, most of us get by without using cash. Cards and phones make it possible to pay for almost anything. No more lining up for ATMs or worrying about carrying loads of money around. However, it wasn't so long ago that cash was king, and for many people, their first experience of money was in the form of a coin. Maybe it was a few coins from a relative that we could put into our own piggy bank. The coins from each country were and still are a source of fascination. The character and ethos of a country can be captured on the minting of its coin. Some countries opt for animals, others go for national flowers, while the heads of leaders, past and present, are also common choices. But when and where were the first coins minted? We can trace the origins a long way back, further than you're probably thinking. The earliest evidence of coin minting suggests sometime around the late 7th century BCE, most likely around 630 to 600 BCE. The Greek historian Herodotus recorded the first coins to be minted take place in Lydia. Lydia was in Anatolia, or what is known as modern-day Western Turkey. At the height of its powers, the kingdom of Lydia spanned across much of Western Anatolia. Currency and coin historians have since confirmed that the first known production of coins indeed took place in this region. Lydia was a serious trading center, and it was ideally located between traders from Asia and to the West. The concept of using an agreed-upon currency has been around for a long time. From China to Asia Minor, people had used animals and grains and metals and even shells as a form of payment. The motive for producing coins was easy to understand. Prior to coins, ancient traders used precious metals like gold and silver as currency for purchasing goods. However, this meant that each metal had to be weighed and its value had to be agreed upon before the trade could take place. It's highly time-consuming. Coins eliminated all of this. They had a standardized weight, which was usually between 5 to 10 grams, and they used official emblems as validation. Because the Lydian state was such a thriving trade center, it made sense for the Lydians to come up with the alternative to metals as currency. In the late 7th century BCE, Alyattes ruled as the Lydian king. It was during his reign from 635 to 585 BC that the world's first known coins were minted. Coins found dating back to the Alyattes era in Lydia were originally made from electrum. Electrum is a gold alloy that was widely found in the Pactolus River, which ran throughout Lydia, or what we know again as Western Turkey. This was one of the largest sources of electrum in the ancient world. The Lydians used the electrum deposits to form coins that were then minted for use in trade. The first known minted coin was called the Lydian stater. Made from electrum, the slater coin was minted with the impression of a fierce-looking lion's head. These coins were basically circular and chunky and weighed about 8 grams, which that's almost the exact same as a British pound coin. Lion or bull heads were imprinted on one side as proof that they had been officially approved by the Lydian government. Coins were made by first carving a design into bronze or iron molds, and then the material for the coin was placed between the molds before being hammered together, imprinting the desired image. Plain coins have been found in the Lydia region that date back to a similar time. However, these had no identifying official marks, so they're known as pre-coins. King Croesus succeeded Alyattes, and he took the minting of the coins to the next level. Official gold and silver coins were produced and were quickly dispersed throughout Lydia's trading regions. The minting of coins really took hold in the world when the Persian Empire invaded and took over Lydia in 546 BCE. The Persians realized how the use of official coins could make trading transactions so much quicker. They developed their own process of minting coins, and coin minting spread throughout the world. Greek and Roman empires, Egypt and India were all using coins towards the end of the BCE period. The Persian daric was the world's first pure gold coin that was used as an official currency throughout the ancient world. The daric weighed the standard 8 grams and was designed with a variety of motifs. These included heroes and kings and hunting and fighting poses. The Greek Empire was quick to adopt the minting of coins, and the official coins were then known as the Athenian owls. One side inscribed with an image of the god Athena, while the other was inscribed with her patron owl. The owl was holding olive leaves, with Athena being representing peace, wisdom, and prosperity. Romans initially made bronze coins, but as the Roman Empire grew and prospered, so did its supplies of gold and silver. The 4th century BCE, this led to the first official Roman silver coin, the Denarius. The Roman coins were influenced by Greek design, and Greek artisans were employed to kickstart the production of Roman coins. The heads and profiles were a popular choice of design for the early coins, which is still very much in vogue today. As the concept of minting coins began to catch on around the ancient world, the design and composition of the coins became more and more sophisticated. Coins began to represent a kingdom's values and their culture. In many ways, coins were used to promote the images of their respective states. Temples, buildings, gods, and leaders were inscribed to show their society's worth and status. Coin values were assigned by the actual value of the metal that they were comprised from, as opposed to today's currencies with arbitrary values. The spread of coins allowed people to express their wealth simply and succinctly. No longer did they have to prove how much land or animals they owned. Now they could demonstrate their affluence with officially minted currency. The use of money also revolutionized the way that people looked at the world. Instead of viewing a transaction in purely physical terms, such as the trade of an animal for a desired product, money allowed an abstract outlook. Workers could be paid according to how much their labor was worth. Time became a valued commodity that could be bought with money for the exchange of a service. As the minting of coins gradually transformed economies throughout the world, the advent of paper notes was inevitable. By the 8th century, China had begun officially using approved paper notes in its major form of currency. It was a serious matter. Notes have been found with printed warnings of decapitation to those daring to counterfeit paper money. Marco Polo visited China via the Silk Road in 1271 and reported the convenience and ease of using paper money as the preferred form of currency. Although the history of minting coins goes a long way back to ancient times, it's remarkable how some things have hardly changed. Many coins still weigh roughly the same as a Lydian stater or a Greek drachma. Modern states still use their coins as a form of expressing pride in their culture and their values of their country's character. So next time you tap and go to pay for something, just remember, it wouldn't have been possible without the ancient Lydian stater.